It's been a hot minute since I played last, so things are gonna be a little bit messy. So I think we're gonna kind of maybe like go around, clean up a bit, maybe get rid of the cockroaches in the house, and then we're gonna kind of like do a tour of everything. Just a little quick little island tour because, truth be told, eventually there will be a new Animal Crossing, and I would like to. It's called Skellig, by the way, Skellige. I based my island names on places in The Witcher because I'm a big like Witcher fan, and I really like kind of like theming it around it. So I named my island on New Leaf, Rivia, and now I made, because it's island. This is an island, and Skellig is an island in the Witcher series, so I named it Skellig. Shooting stars. Wow. How fitting the night I come back to just to do like a tour and check stuff out. We have a shooting stars. Very cool. Anyhow, let's start with a tour. It's been so long. Look at that. Look at me and my little Geralt cosplay that I'm doing. Made it make sense. I named the island Skellig, so I gotta have a Geralt cosplay going on. What is going on with my chroma? Hold on 1 second. I gotta fix my chroma. It is having a day right now. It's probably because I tweaked some settings for some color correcting settings. That means I have to tweak my chroma now. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Just a little tweak. Okay, so let's do a little tour of the inside of my house. Well, let's do you can see some of the green screen now. It's a little annoying. Let's get rid of these cockroaches. Actually, let's go back out and we'll do a proper like introduction here, because I'm gonna cut this up into like some videos that I'm gonna post. So yeah, welcome to my island. This is the outside of my home. We'll do a tour of the grounds here in a minute, but let's do a quick tour of the inside, and then we'll do a tour of the whole grounds of the outside of my island. So let's go inside. Where is it? Didn't I just see? There it is. Okay. So this is the first floor, the ground floor here. Very opulent. We have some like trophies, some plaque displays, some of my golden like rarer items. Oh, good lord. I can't even turn him away because I'm here on the base level. Yeah, I was in the middle of giving a tour here, Dobby. You didn't even dress up for my grand return. You're wearing a bathrobe. You're wearing a bathrobe into my house. After everything we've been through, Dobby. This guy. And you're giving me a sweatshirt. I mean, you could have worn this yourself. You could have tried dressing up a little bit here. Yeah, I was having a problem showing these lovely people the inside of my house. You can go now. Sure, let's play a game. Okay. 8. It's going to be higher or lower. Well, seeing as you can only draw one card that's higher, I feel like there's a high likelihood that it's lower. I mean, it still could be a 9. Yeah, it's a 1. Okay. Thanks for your bowling shirt. I'll definitely put it to good use. Yeah. Can you get out of my house now? I'm gonna make him leave. Yeah. I'm trying to give a tour here. Okay, so where were we? Yes, so the ground floor here. I really like the wallpaper and floor combo I have going on here with the nice like moon rug. This is definitely one of my favorite rooms that I've decorated in the whole house right here. I feel like it blends together really well. With a nice little picture of Zucky right here. I have a few artworks on the walls. I think most of them are fakes. Some of them are real though because I had duplicates. But yeah, this is definitely a favorite room right here. We'll start off with the room on the right now. So this room right here, it's like my little library room, reading nook corner room. Very cozy, very elegant, with a nice pop-up book. I'm using some techniques here I gained from the DLC, like the differing walls here. So I have this like base wall here, and then the rest of the walls are this like library book-like wall. I really wanted the differing wall behind the fireplace because originally I had the bookshelves being all the surrounding walls because it almost makes more sense like ergonomically for all of the other walls to be the bookshelf walls and for this wall on the door to be a differing wallpaper. But it kind of like it looked a little bit weird with the bookcases in front of it, so I went ahead and changed it up to this instead. I like this room too. This is a little cozy, but this is one of the last rooms I designed that I didn't really know what to do with this room. So it's a little bit quaint, it's a little bit simple, but I still enjoy it. Alright, now we're going towards the back room. We're here in my farther back room now. Oh, he is like fully stuck there. How do I go in the... There we go. Okay, let's fix that again. Alright, so here we are. Here's the back room of the house. I made it my little sparkly, opulent throne room. Obviously, in The Witcher, there are kings and monarchs, so I wanted to have something that was kind of like felt very regal as well. You know, something similar to like when you're going into Temeria and there's the throne room in the middle of the large, you know, opulent hallway. I was trying to give that same kind of vibe, hence like the wallpaper on the sides there. Overall, I think it came together pretty well. Once again, it's a little bit simplistic, but I definitely enjoy this room. It's a fun little room. Alright. Alright, now going to the side room here. So this room right here is my kitchen. It's a very rustic looking kitchen. I wanted it to feel very kind of like cottagey and, old-timey at the same time. I wanted it to feel like, slightly medieval, more like how maybe a royal kitchen would be like, or just what like Geralt's kitchen would be like. Think about like his villa in the Blood and Wine DLC. I was going for that same kind of vibe, like having like a kitchen, just a simple kitchen that a like worker would work in, or a maid or something. Just that rustic feel with a little puppy, next to his dog bowl here, barking at his food. Nothing too crazy. I do like how it turned out. I like the combination of like the brick wall with the windows here. I think it's a pretty good flow overall. I enjoy this room for sure. This is a favorite of in my house here. I feel like it came together really well. Okay, 2 rooms left. Let's go upstairs now. Check out the upstairs room. So, get rid of you. Okay, here we are in the bedroom. It's, once again, I went for more of like an opulent, regal vibe here. You have like the fancy furniture, the nice gold mirror, a few like fancy paintings. I know I already have that painting in like the bookshelf, but it's just like I had some extras of that painting. So I wanted to throw a few nice paintings. We have like some models. Took me a long time to get this wallpaper actually. I really wanted this wallpaper for this room for a while. I think there's another wallpaper that I was really trying to get that I wanted a little bit more than this one, but this one I was not getting for some reason. Like I just could not get this wallpaper to drop for me. But anyway, yeah, this is I think this is the last room I ended up decorating in the whole house because I didn't really know what to do with all of this space, and so I just decided to turn it into the bedroom. You can see there's a lot of empty space on the walls and on the floor and stuff, because I wasn't really sure how else to decorate this space at all. I really don't spend any time up in this room though. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time in the house in general, but up in this room I probably spend the least amount of time in, so I don't worry too much about it not being super decorated. And now for the piece de resistance. Well, first I want to clear all the buggies out of here. Because I don't want to get that thing to pop up when I go in the basement. I want to get rid of all of them first. Come on, is there still more? Jeez. It has been a long time since I've touched this game, so the island is going to be a bit messy too. But it's fine. We'll clean it up as we go around, and it should be good. More. Okay, there's more. I guess we have to go upstairs again, don't we? And there's a chance that there's some spawning in the basement as well. Of course, the basement's going to be a little bit tough to get to the buggies, though, because it's pretty crowded down there. Okay, 2 in every room, it would seem. Alright, down we go. Down we go, down to the piece de resistance. My basement. So here we have the basement of my house. Obviously, there's a big occult nature in the Witcher, magic and witches and spells and monsters and stuff. So I wanted to give that kind of creepy, otherworldly feel down here. So I have that kind of thing going on down here, making it feel like there's some kind of dark ritual happening, necromancy and whatnot. Pretty spooky. I have some guys right back here. That's what's making all the noise, is all of my little dudes up there jamming out along with the music. That's why it sounds like how it does with the drumming and the bones shaking. But obviously I put them right above the door, so when you're like standing in here, you can't see them. You just get the vibes instead. Pretty cool, huh? I thought so. Yeah. And I got a lot of spooky effects happening because of the DLC, and you can put like effects on everything. It really like upped the spook factor of this basement. And that's my house. You know, very cool. Thanks for taking a look. I haven't done a lot in my house. I haven't spent a ton of time in here, but I do enjoy making it look nice. In old Animal Crossings, it was the main focus of your creativity was the inside of your house, and so I have put a good amount of time making it like look nice. And I feel like some rooms are really like really well put together. But yeah, that is my house. Just gonna clean up the basement again here. Hopefully this will be the last one. Oh, it is. Okay. Where did I get this present? Oh. Put all these things in storage I don't need. Okay. Okay. Well, now that we've taken a look at the inside of my house, we're going to go ahead and explore the island proper now. So let's go ahead and start with the grounds around my house here. So we have some nice decor behind us, some statues just hanging out here, some nice flowers. Got some mail. Yeah. Of course, I get an S rank on my home. Took some time to get. Okay, I'll throw that in storage later. Anyway, so yeah, here we are on the grounds. We have some statues, some shrubbery, some foliage going around. There's Statue of David. Nice little water feature. Some gazebos out here. A little garden with all of my little rare flowers in them. Some rare flowers here. I have more than this for sure on my island, but this is just, you know, several weeks worth. I'm pretty sure these spawn like once a week, so this is what, like 12 or 15 different weeks or so. Alright, let's go. Let's start on the left and then we'll work our way around. We won't stop by in any villagers' homes until after. So for now, we're just going to kind of look at the grounds and then we'll stop in later. I made this to be a little training area. You know, how you think about like training dummies in The Witcher, and now there's a sword here, like for sword training. You know, it's trying to stay on theme as much as I can. You know, this is supposed to be like a representation of like a castle at Skellige, or maybe like a Kaer Morhen analogy. There's Marina. God, I have so much stuff on my island. The frame rate just tanks when I'm outside. 1 year and 6. I haven't played this game in 18 months. Okay, so let's go outside now, towards the left here, starting from the back. We'll go back, work our way forward. First, we have our connection to our back beach here. Little pathway connects to our back beach. We have some rustic kind of cottage villager type homes that I was going for. More of the countryside characters of like in The Witcher, how there's, you know, there's like country characters and city characters. You know, farmers and then simple townsfolk. It's kind of the vibe I was going for with some of these homes, was the more simple townsfolk. And these are my 3 wolves that live on this side of the island. All 3 of them are wolves. I was going to go for like a predominantly wolf island because Geralt, the Witcher, wolf, School of the Wolf, you know, was the theme. But I ended up, you know, still picking some animals that I like personally, some of my favorites, instead of just going with all wolves. But still, I have 3 wolves currently on my island. And I think I used to have more, but I let some of them go to replace them with some other animals I wanted. Next over here, we have the pathway towards our museum. We'll go in front of it, and then we'll look up. There, the museum's a little bit farther back, so the view doesn't work as well from the ground. But this is the pathway up to the museum, right here. Now we have some nice statues. We have some dinosaurs, you know, shrubbery and flowers. We'll go up towards the museum, but we won't go inside because there's no point. Here's the outside. Oh, we got a cicada chilling on the tree out there. Very cool. Yeah, here's some stuff outside. We got some benches. I try to make it feel like an entrance to an actual museum, you know, an exhibit of their stuff inside, just outside of it. But yeah, there's no point going inside the museum. Everyone's inside. It's going to look the same. So let's go around to the left here. Oh, hello. We got Cephalobot. There's not much over here. We're just going to take a quick peek. I just put a lighthouse out here just because. There's really not anything over here. There's all kinds of weeds and stuff up there, but I'm kind of leaving it like that. So space for weeds to grow in, and also you can see a lot of like lily of the valleys everywhere up there because they don't have a lot of space to grow anywhere else. All right, going down now. We'll go up down this way. So we'll come back. We're gonna go down through my rose garden now. So I have a rose garden of every color of rose, including gold roses. We have white, pink, we have purple, black, and gold, and on this side we have blue, yellow, orange, and red. And then the gold roses kind of flank both sides, and it's the same on both sides. This is my rose garden with all roses. The whole garden is all roses of every color. Pretty cool, huh? We have the fountains, and then I have a little feature over here. Little like ancient ruins-y kind of feel. Alright, then let's go down. We'll go across in a minute here. So over here to the left, we have a nice long bridge next to a waterfall. I have like a creepy like cave, since, you know, I want to still going for that like witchery feel. You know, there's a lot of caves and cave monster burrows and stuff in The Witcher, so I wanted to have like a cave over here by a, what I have is the cemetery. This is the cemetery I have now. The nice like extra special like grave over here, and then a few gravestones over here. You know, it's pretty common to have like ghouls and monsters next to like graves and graveyards in The Witcher, so I wanted to keep that a theme going, kind of like a spooky graveyard with a cave. And that's it for over here. Let's go back towards the middle now. And then we will go, we'll save that when we come back across. We'll do the front now. So here we have our like little camp area. This is a more like almost modern feel because the campground is a thing that, you know, obviously different animals come to come visit you. So I wanted to keep it pretty natural feeling, but also slightly modern. We have like music, picnics, coolers, you know, a little campfire here, Little like crafting area. Basically all my rocks are here because this is pretty much the only areas they can spawn in. We have, you know, some lounge stuff, a really basic camp area. I didn't put too much time into the campgrounds. Like I said, I kept it pretty basic and pretty modern. Nothing too special. Alright, we'll go across now to the front of my island, to the entrance where you would fly in from if you were coming to visit me. So right down here is where you fly in. So the entrance of my village is right here. Come across the gazebo, these nice big waterfall features, some like knights, old-timey knights. Obviously you get the feel right away. Okay, I don't think you can see that, you know. Same thing, flanks both sides here. Alright, going in, looks like Sable's here today. And we got Octavian. Alright, so this is the front of my island, and Zucker. All of my all of my octopus villagers are all outside today. Obviously from my namesake, Octo, I really like octopi, they're my favorite animal, so I had to have every single octopus character on my island. So I have all 4 of them. I have Zucker, I have Octavian, I have Marina, and I have Cephalobot. So, yeah. I have all of them. I had to have them. It's one of the reasons why it's not all wolves. But yeah, here's basically the front of my island. The waterfall features. We're going to go to the right now. Cross over. We're going to go down first. And this is my fruit garden, I guess you can say. I have the trees of every available fruit that can grow on a tree in this game. Since they don't have all of the fruits of previous games, this is not a huge area. Oh, here's Audie. She's outside and she's thinking. Squared brow line glasses? No. No, I don't want it though. Sure. More trash to add to the pile. Alright, so here's all the fruits. Since they don't have like persimmons and stuff like that in this game, it's only with the 5 different types of fruits. I have this just in case there are any like new friends getting into the game who want all the different fruits, or maybe you need to make some like quick cash. You can sell all of these different, and I think there's what, like 8, there's like 10? I think it's 10. Maybe it's 8. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 4. So we have what, 24 of each fruit, 48? Oh, it's just a leafy boy. Good shimmer fast. Oh, I accidentally kicked off some of my sidewalk there. That's annoying. Which I don't think I need to do all that. Sorry, I'm having to like relearn the controls here. It's just the loose one. Where is it? Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool, okay. Crisis averted. Alright, anyway. Yeah, so there's what? 24, there's 48 of every fruit here. So plenty enough to get a decent chunk of change. Or, you know, to help someone out who's just starting their island up for the first time. It's kind of what this garden is all about. There's nothing else over here. Alright, now we go into the city part proper, where we have kind of like the city. Think about this as like Redania or the city of Temeria or something like that. I was going for a more cramped and, you know, more rundown, cheaper looking place. Obviously the streets look nice, but it's you know, rusted, cheap fencing, little huts, and you know, bricks and whatnot. I tried to keep that very rustic city, cramped city feel. We got Sterling over here, who God, the frame rate is just dying. So I have Sterling because he's got this very like guard-like look. He fits the theme, the medieval theme, really much dead on because of his helmet. So I have him wearing like the squire outfit. This is his house, I believe, right? Yeah. And he lives right next door to someone who's out and about, Julian. And Julian is a unicorn, also very fitting for the medieval fantasy themed setting that I'm going for on my island. So wherever Julian is, we will check him out. Let's go ahead and head across now where he was. Once we're done like looking over, there's nothing on the beach. There's nothing to look at the beach. This is just the city feel, and we have Phoebe over here as well. Phoebe's a phoenix. Once again, phoenix, unicorn. You know, the mythical, mystical creatures feel very fitting. Then we're going to go to my water feature that I have in the center of my island right now. Nice gazebo. We have a statue of Kamehameha with like the moon behind him back there. Can't get the gazebo to like disappear, but that's okay. Took a long time to get more than one Kamehameha, let me tell you. In fact, it might be my only one. It's a really hard piece to get, and I think instead of donating it, I displayed it. Though I may have a second. I mean, it may be my second one. I don't remember. Either way, this is my little water feature, my cool little water feature over here, which leads into my rose garden. Pretty cool. Connects right there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and head back now. And we're going to go over to the garden I have beside my house, the most anachronistic part of my entire island, the part that doesn't actually fit and is not on brand with the theme of, you know, The Witcher and medieval feels and all of that. We have my like Zen garden. I have my like Japanese Zen garden area. So I have my like zodiacs. I have my little like bridge with the torii gates. I have my like display over here, you know, just a very like Japanese feel overall. Let's see, little grave areas and a gazebo, the full set of like samurai armor. You know, pretty simple. And then obviously we have the little like Zen garden-y part of it, with all the custom ground settings I have. Yeah. And there you go. There you have it. There is an overview of my entire island. Yeah. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, let's go ahead and head now into some villager homes. Whoever's home right now, we'll pop into their house and we can check out what the inside of their homes look like. Because I do have the DLC of this game and I have finished it and I've decorated all the homes, and I have decorated every single islander's home that is on my island. So let's see who's home, and we'll pop in and see what they have going on in their house. I know a lot of them are out and about right now, so we may not get too many pop-ins here. Yeah, no one even on this side of the island is even home right now, and I know for a fact that Dobie and Audie were both out and about. So we're only gonna get to see one person's home. Whitney? I think Whitney's the only one who's actually home. Alright, well, let's check out Whitney's home. which is probably one of the least interesting homes that I did because I didn't really have a good idea for her house. So this is Whitney's home. She's a frozen, like, frost wolf. You know, she is the white wolf. So I thought I would go for, like, a very, like, Witcher feel because she is the white wolf. And, which, you know, Geralt is the white wolf, or known as the white wolf. So I was like, oh, perfect. We're going to go nuts with the Witcher theme. But Whitney's really not like that. And, the rest of the island is like that, so I wanted to go something that had a more Arctic feel because she is an Arctic wolf technically. So yeah, I just, you know, used the ice stuff, used all of this ice stuff to give it a very frozen, icy feel. But you look how it's really simple. It's really basic. She's cooking up something right now, which is why that table is there. Usually that table is not there, but because she's cooking, it looks like that. Yeah, kind of basic. I'm definitely, this is one of my most underwhelming, you know, house builds. I wish someone else was home right now so you could see something a little bit better. But it's just Whitney right now, apparently. It's too bad. It's really too bad. Because they're way more interesting house looks. Just about every other islander has a more interesting house. Yeah. That's too bad. But to be expected. Yep. Can any of you people go home so I can show off the inside of your houses? Oh well, we may have to come back to it later. Maybe at the end of stream we'll pop back in, see who's in their house, and we'll do a little like quick tour of some other animals' homes. But yeah, that's a tour of my whole island. It's a tour of my home and the island in general, and then obviously we popped into Whitney's house, but no one else is home. But yeah, that's about it. I don't really have a reason to keep playing this game at all. There's nothing left for me to do. The only thing that kept me going for a little while there was finishing the DLC so that I could decorate every single animal's house on the inside, because I wanted to decorate all of my islanders. I wanted to get very specific animals for my island and have a very specific look, but I'm pretty much done. There's nothing left for me to find or get. My museum is not 100%, but I honestly don't care about like grinding 1 billion clams to make 1 billion fish baits to spend hours trying to catch like very specific fish just so I can say I have 100% completion. I don't care. I don't care, and nobody else cares if I have that. So why would I waste my time doing it? Yeah, that's my island. So I just wanted to kind of document all of it and everything as it is, just in case if my Switch is like memory dies, or I get a new Animal Crossing game, or for whatever reason I decide to reset my whole island at some point. I doubt I ever will, but just in case, I have all of it documented because I really like my island as it is.